So, I make my way to the Prosser, Lake Prosser campground. And it's nighttime and a full moon. And it's dark at that lake. And there's a cool breeze blowing around the area. And it's like I can feel something in the air tonight. And I'm heading towards that spot where the forest cameras showed Kylie's car driving down into that lake. And two people are waiting for me. Jaeger and Sammy Smith. Jaeger says, "Hey, look, it's Batman." I'm still in my Adam West bat suit. "Have you come to save Kylie? You're too late." I told Jaeger I was told by the magic rocks of Kylie's spirit that I'd find the killers or killer here tonight. Sammy Smith replied, "Oh yeah, killer is here. You see, you back, Jack. All those stories about Truckee being a town full of Wiccans and peace-loving witches is absolutely true. Those stones of Kylie do more than just teleport and anamorph and communicate with spirits. Those 16 stones were specifically made by the entire town of Truckee, where everybody put their energies into those stones. And they are also known as seeker stones. We put them there, right in that spot where Kylie was murdered, so that it would draw us to the killer. Yes, Whack-Jack, we know you killed Kylie, but why?" I answered, "Yeah, I was there at the party that night. I saw Kylie passed out in her car. And I decided to jump in and drive her somewhere fun. But she woke up and fought me, and the car went into the lake. But only I made it out. What I don't get is, how did Togai see Kylie?" Sammy replied, "What if we told you Kylie didn't die?" Me, "Huh?" Jaeger, "Yeah, Kylie will be walking out of that lake in 30 seconds. Me, this didn't make sense. I knew Kylie was dead, so I kept staring at Sammy and Jaeger for 30 seconds, and nothing happened. Jaeger, "Yep, fucker did kill Kylie. He never turned his head." Sammy, "Then he puts up a YouTube channel to find her killer and ask for money. What an ass." Jaeger, "Togai did see Kylie. Only Kylie was dead, and you knew it. I was there too. That's why I was acting so weird. I was riding around with a ghost in her ghost car. But Togai seen her and video recorded her ghost and her car." Then I saw a ghostly figure with her back to me. And I was like, oh my God, is that Kylie? Is that actually her? And a Honda CRV that looked exactly like the one she drove was off in the distance, slowly coming towards us. Then Kylie's ghost suddenly grabbed me and threw me inside the car. And the windows were rolled up and the doors were locked. And I was stuck inside. The door handle wouldn't work. I couldn't kick the doors open. And all I could do was just sit in horror and watch as the car slowly drove itself into the lake as the headlights disappeared under the water. Then Kylie was shining like a beautiful angel. She had a smile on her face. She waved to her two friends, Sammy and Jagar, and she blew them each a kiss. And then started flying into the sky and disappeared as she headed towards the moon. Well, I guess that's done. See, Truckee looks after its own. Sammy said, yup. And then Jager asked her, hey, why was Robert Pattinson in Truckee at the night of the party? Sammy replied, well, I'll let my next door neighbor answer that. He just showed up. Jager suddenly said, hey, it's Neil Breen. And Neil said, hey kids, sorry I'm late to the party. I just finished meeting with Robert Pattinson. He wants to play me for his very next movie. That's so awesome, Neil. Then Neil said, Sammy. Then Neil said, hey, did it work? Did we get the killer? And Jagar said, yup. And Neil replied, cool beans. I knew those rocks would work. And Sammy said, thank you so much, Neil. You are so hot. I want you really, really, really bad. And Neil replied, thank you, Sammy, but it wouldn't be right. And your dad would kill me. But I am so glad we made our very own faithful findings. And Jagar said, rock on, Truckee. And the three of them hugged each other. And that's the end of the saga of You Can Call Me You Back Jack. Well, hey guys, this is actually Tony here with Wisconsin Hugs, and I just wanted to thank you all for watching these videos. I hope you enjoyed it. I have written a children's novel. It's called Cucumbers the Rabbit. I did that a while ago, but I have never done anything like this before. And it was an interesting experience. And it was fun getting my creative juices flowing again. And now we know why in the story when You Back Jack meets up with Santa Claus, we know why his name wasn't on the nice or naughty list because he didn't stay alive long enough to make it to Christmas. So, but I hope every one of you uh, that has commented and supported me and watched my vid and gave me lots of love there. I appreciate it. I appreciate it all. And I want to wish you and everyone a Merry Christmas. And also, I wanted to wish everyone that was personally touched by Kylie Rodney case. Everybody in Truckee, California, her family and friends. I just want to wish them all a Merry Christmas as well. And I really hope I didn't offend any of you people over there, because that wasn't my intention at all. I just I don't I guess I had a bug up my butt, and that's the reason why I did what I did. And now that it's done, I can go back to living my normal life. And so take care, everyone. Wisconsin hugs. I thought I had all I wanted to say about this video, but then I realized I probably should include a disclaimer. I know that when I was discussing the plot with my wonderful girlfriend, Elizabeth, she was horrified that I was making myself to be the killer of Kylie Rodney. And she thought, there's a lot of crazy people out there. They might actually think this is real. And they might want to come after you. And, she's kind of right, because I don't know if you guys remember the show Little House on the Prairie. I grew up watching that show. I loved it. I was a huge fan of it. And the very final episode, they had to demolish the entire set, and they had to restore the land the way it was supposed to be before they went on that land, because they filmed it in California. And so they came up with a story where this guy, he had another job. He was a spokesperson for a chain of grocery stores in California. And you people in Truckee probably know who I'm talking about. But anyways, this guy, he played the villain, where they decided that they could save costs on destruction by adding the destruction into the storyline for the final episode. And so what happened is this greedy landowner baron dude came in here at the Walnut Grove, and he had bought up all the land, like right underneath everybody's noses, and they didn't even know about it. And some loophole in the law allowed him to purchase the land right from underneath them. And everybody had to get kicked out of Walnut Grove. And then we saw the bulldozers coming in and knocking down all the buildings and everything. Well, apparently people were so outraged and wrote letters, hate letters to that guy. He got death threats. And this chain of supermarkets, there was that he was a spokesperson for, there was like organized boycotts and people out there saying, no, don't shop there because he destroyed Walnut Grove. So she's absolutely right. I'm going to have to put a disclaimer in here. I'm going to have to just tell everybody, hey, this is a made up story. I am a writer. I am a published author. I wrote a book called Cucumbers the Rabbit for children. I wrote it for my daughter. Writing is something that I really enjoy doing. I like doing it. I like writing, making things up. I like to see how far I can go. I also, if I come up with something really good, I like to mess with people's heads for if I can keep you interested long enough. And I like to throw a surprise twist, and I love to bring in my wicked and obnoxious sense of humor. And So that's what I have done here. My goal someday is to write for a TV show. I would just absolutely love to do that. But right now I do drive semi truck, and so I do have to add this disclaimer to this. You know, I was spoofing a YouTube channel, and that person, that channel that I was spoofing, had nothing to do with Kylie dying. Okay, just so you know that I'm saying that right now. All right, and uh, you know, any similarities like Neil Breen, I made everything up about him. Okay, I just put him in the story because I love the guy, I love his movies, and I just thought it would really make this story that I was writing 10 times better. Because then I can explain the magical rocks, and I can explain all the other things if I put Neil Breen into the story that I was writing. Okay, and I thought anything else in here, I added real people in here, but I made everything up. Okay, so just so you know, I felt that Jagger and Sammy Smith have gone through a lot of crap from a lot of evil people. And I believe both of those two young people are totally innocent. And so when I wrote this story and put them in there, I specifically did so with the intention of making them the heroes of this story, and maybe give everybody that has watched this story a different perspective on things. And don't judge anyone harshly, especially when you don't know any of the facts. Okay, and I do love Kylie Rodney. We all do. We're all sad that she passed away so tragically, and I do hope that someday the police would be forthcoming and would actually give us all the details, so that we could judge for ourselves whether or not, we could find that, the truth. That's what we want. That's all we want. It's the truth, the absolute truth, and all the cards to be put out there. And so, having said all that, I think that's all I got to say. So I really hope y'all enjoyed the story, and I'm glad it's done. Because like I said, I don't plan on doing any more of these. So take care. Hopefully I can come up with something different and keep all the viewers that came out of my channel. But everybody of you that subscribed to my channel, you are awesome. You motivated me, you encouraged me, and I appreciate all of that. And I don't want any of you showing hate to anybody. Especially anybody in my stories. I don't want any hate directed towards YouTube Jeff. I believe his heart was in the right place when he initially started what he wanted to do. And he just fell off the wagon for a little bit there. And I believe there is hope for him, and that maybe he can come join the, get off the dark side, come join the force for good. So, and that's all I have to say. So, take care, everybody. Peace, Wisconsin hugs.